All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
My Hero Academia, Season 6, Episode 13. Is this the end of the fight? Like, maybe?
No,
it's not.
No, we're just hitting that point where we assume things are going to be over because we're halfway through the season.
See, the heroes have surpassed their limits. Now the villains need to.
Right, so we're going to get compressed in some way.
Right, even though they're getting compressed right now.
Yeah, constricted, just I mean, hey, I appreciate that Best Jeanist, after having dealt with a colossus of that size, is now just like, all right, now choke everyone.
Right, now I'll still take out all of you guys. Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yep. So, well done, Endeavor. Well done, everybody, making it through this far. Still, Shigaraki wakes up again. It's all over.
It's over.
So don't
let that happen.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right. What's going to be your performance here? Oh, Final has a certain sudden backstory of a side character.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
I love this. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
No, they're cultists more than yeah. He used it so much it broke. I love the idea that they killed like the KKK's equivalent over here.
Yep.
just slaughtered them all.
And just camped money. Out in their place.
Yeah.
It is nice to see twice again, though.
Yeah.
I just realized Dobby's the Debbie Downer of the villains.
Right.
Just the pile of hands.
Yeah. Oh, we're comboing Spinner in here as well.
All right, suddenly you realize you're in a cage.
Yeah.
Wow. And I don't want to be. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you weren't really the kind of people that would naturally get along together. Yeah.
No, not at all.
She's talking about this now. He's gonna use it on himself. Yep.
Nice.
Oh! It was way more brutal than I could have thought!
Oh, shit!
Oh!
Shit.
Yeah, you have connected to way too many arteries and stuff.
Oh, nice!
Okay. Oh!
Alright!
Holy shit! Oh my god, this is no trick. This is... Uh-huh.
Okay.
And this is the descendant that, Compress kind of looks up to.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay.
He's a phantom thief. Yep.
Meanwhile...
Oh, shit. Not even close.
To try and just get everybody out.
Yeah.
So he just gathers everybody up and then just launches them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my god. Shigaraki's awake after all this.
That would be bad. Oh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, drill it from the inside.
Keep going through. What? They trade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. This is just wild.
Him sitting up and it's just everything else is a ragdoll.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Shit. No.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at your body, it's very understandable.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead. There's no way they can save him. He's gonna bleed out so fast. Just a diversion, yeah. My whole life.
Nice,
yeah. This is now Spinner's moment. And all he's doing is just holding onto the cape, yep. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
No way.
Fuck.
I don't need to see Mirio die again.
Fuck. I mean, hey, Mirio might be the perfect counter for Shigaraki because he can't touch him, but... Shit.
Deku's danger sense went off specifically for this, that's for sure.
Yep.
Now it's going off and off and off.
Right. If it wasn't going off constantly before, this is the kind of thing that would make it happen.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh. Oh, in the face. It's his face.
Uh-huh.
They stopped.
Well, nope, this is where... Oh. Yeah, you need to stop them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, but now you can't fight Shigaraki, yeah.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Like, Shigaraki's probably still weakened, but... Oh no, but he's really...
Compress is dying. But this is not Shigaraki. Oh. Yeah, that's... No, you're not family. This confidence would be so just unsettling for the heroes, but I imagine for Spinner, just seeing Shigaraki not be Shigaraki, yeah.
Holy shit. Yep,
okay,
go Ida.
They're fast, yep. Yeah, we can't have any double tapping happen. Not right now. Not right now. Fucking Mirio is like literally the only thing holding it all together.
Oh fuck. No. What if
steal that?
What if he took? Okay. He didn't. All right.
Bro, and he's still hurt. Shit. No way.
Holy shit!
He's using his mouth to his black whip to redirect himself.
No way! No way!
Yeah.
You look like you need saving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He moves without thinking. Yep. And, oh man, and
Comes all the way back.
the music right here.
Like you wanted to be saved. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the show.
And then this music coming in right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
This is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking legends over here. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many are gonna die, though, just from their wounds, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really worried about Midnight, especially. Yeah.
Oh,
man,
shit.
I'm telling you, that blood,
Oh, shit.
that's not a... Well, now the battle's over.
Oh, my God.
Now it's over.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I am so impressed with how they pulled this off. Because, one, they took the 2 League of Villains that hadn't been utilized that much this far.
And also, we didn't understand
story.
fully why they were with them. Like, they had...
Well, no, we
understood, but
but
they were the least villainous other than Twice.
Yeah, the idea that Compress here can use his quirk, obviously, to bite out chunks of himself, that's just ingenious, just setup of the idea that, well, if you can collapse, physical stuff into things, there's no limit that it has to be your entire body.
Yep.
You're just choosing to do that by your will. So you can just be like, nope, I'm going to stop it at this chunk here. So there's all these little tiny little blue pebbles probably all around that are a piece of his body that he's never getting back. But it's the, oh yeah, I will tear myself to pieces to save my friends.
And that also goes to show how committed he was to not killing people, because there were times where, like, say, he grabbed Bakugo, and he could have just, Shigaraki style, just bad touched, know. And no, he didn't.
He never did. No.
Never did.
If anything, it shows that he kind of fit the least of actually everybody in the group, even more so than Twice, because he had an actual high, he had actually a high lofty ideal goal that he wanted to do and be a part of, but he couldn't find probably the right group of people, and Shigaraki's group was the best that he could find, and thus he ends up acting as the gentleman thief and maybe loses his way a little bit, and only then at the end realizes that, I have to leave it up to them. This is not my story anymore. So I'll pass it on. And that's one of the big themes of MHA. So there you go.
And yet this group does not hold your same ideals, right?
Because they don't necessarily think about what does it mean to be a hero.
No,
because you did. That was something that you definitely did think about. But League of Villains has been taken over by All for One, quite literally in this episode. And I love that we have this moment happening at the end of the fight, meaning that the loss that we have for the heroes is not just our loss, but Shigaraki lost here as well. Even though he was able to transcend to the point of a power that he couldn't possibly obtain before.
Bat away all the people that came after him and his friends. Yeah,
right. This is him. This is not him. Now, the thing is that Shigaraki isn't defeated here, but it is the kind of thing where he has been suppressed, and it will probably take a little bit of time for him to be free again. Now, the positive thing here is that thankfully All for One is just, puppeting him from, Tartarus right now. But if All for One, is doing that, all it would take at this point is for the heroes to basically do what they have, set up countermeasures at Tartarus, probably to be like, oh, shit, just kill him. Just do what we can. Now, they probably can't.
They probably can't.
But they probably have also, extra measures that they can employ. And if there's enough communication to be like, well, no, we need to do that now.
The interesting thing,
Shigaraki All for One fusion might literally be on his way.
Well, and the only way that they would really be able to guarantee, I would guess, that All for One would actually die would be for Shigaraki to be the one to kill him.
Right. But I'm talking about things like disrupting the radio wave signals that he's clearly sending to Shigaraki.
Sure.
I'm talking about the kind of things where let's run such an interference in this circle square here.
We noticed that he was able to do this somehow, so now let's figure out how and then see if we can stop it so that he actually is trapped in that prison. Yeah.
Right, but if we have more than one episode of Shigaraki just free to do whatever he wants, if he recovers even the slightest bit, Japan's done. Because what we've set up in the story really well here is the idea that All for One ruled a nation when he was at the height of his power.
Yep.
And now that he's gotten obviously stronger because he doesn't get weaker, he just gets older, right, maybe.
Yeah,
but
gets more quirks.
And gets more quirks. Shigaraki is the chrysalis, the new rebirth of him in his whole, Sith Lord essence transfer setup here for you Star Wars deep lore people. That's this is as Horikoshi is a very big Star Wars fan. I'm not at all
believe that.
I'm not at all surprised that this was All for One's goal all along was to basically have a new apprentice,
right,
younger
and more powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now it's the right. What was your goal? Well, to use his body and everything that he has to then carry forth and be a blight upon the world in a spiteful way, for
and yet for
All Might and
for all of the ways that this episode went badly for like all of the different sides involved, right?
Right.
This was such a perfect way in my mind to actually have it go because while we knew that this would end with Deku saving Shigaraki,
the series.
Right, the series.
Right.
That had never been actually stated, right? Now we actually get the first, instance of that being brought up.
Because Deku's barely ever seen Shigaraki, really.
Right, exactly. It's like
the second time.
He's not exactly going to think the guy that almost disintegrated his neck in a mall needs to be saved, right?
Right.
But then in this situation where Shigaraki has absolutely been struggling against All for One, and All for One beats him.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Deku sees, wait a minute, you look like somebody that needs to be saved. And there you go, right?
That's it.
Now, even though All for One has won, he's also lost because after this point, like, Shigaraki was already resisting him before.
Right.
But how much more so now with every time that he has asserted dominance, assumed direct control,
hands,
all of that shit.
Yeah,
that's ways in which the very thing that has made Shigaraki become a villain of that need to cast off the hands of the people controlling him, right? That will make him also turn away from All for One at, to some degree at some point, etc., right? And then maybe when that happens, Deku will be able to reach him.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, I do think that All for One is so fucking crafty at this point that there's a very real possibility that even if Shigaraki has a moment of able to break free, sees All for One's body again,
right,
and has this it's you, disintegrates the shit out of him, All for One will be like, yes, perfect, right. And then it'll just be like, cool, now I will just stay with you for the rest of your life until you give up, until your mind gives. Mine is eternal. I will eventually win you out. Go. Have havoc, be free, be wild.
So do you know what would be
it's the kind of thing where it doesn't really matter to All for One whether Shigaraki's in total control or not, or All for One's in total control. It's just that he's like, no, you're now carrying me with you. You've inherited me in the same way that Deku is inheriting all the quirks of the previous One for All holders.
And yet. So there are a few things that come to mind, even if something like that were to happen, because especially given the very Sith Master, Sith Apprentice vibes, I think Tomura actually going and killing the body of All for One makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And that would be a great way for Shigaraki to do something that is catastrophic and big display and all of that stuff, and yet it's not ending the world, right? But then that means that we could have a situation where it's okay, how do you deal with the remnants, right? That because you're kind of carrying a piece of All for One.
Yeah.
He has the quirk to be able to take and give quirks, which means he could theoretically give up All for One's quirk.
Potentially.
Right?
He would have to learn how to do that,
right.
probably.
But then, two, if you want a quick and dirty solution, we have those darts.
Uh-huh.
And
that's true.
And Shigaraki's life
at some point way in the future.
At some point way in the future, but Shigaraki's life has been one of turmoil and strife and all of this
he could do it
madness
because
of the fact that he has this quirk and he doesn't know how to, live in hero society. And while the three-fingered gloves would be awesome, he could totally just take one of the darts, use it on himself, and suddenly, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You're a regular person, right?
Yeah, I do actually think that there's a possibility that it might have its own limitations as a drug.
Right, right. It can't. It's like, okay, getting rid of one quirk, sure. All for one and all of the stockpile, you'll need more than one dart.
Well, right. But just the idea that, like you're saying, that could be something that a Shigaraki that's been beaten, that's lost his way, that's lost all the people he cares about, that's alone, that maybe only has the musings and manipulating whispers of All for One in his head. Yeah, I could see him being like, stop it. And yet I think he would almost disintegrate himself versus then using the dart.
Damn.
But anyway, I think we're leaping into crazy theory territory here. I really love the fact that we found a way also to believably end the fight without going around and having the plot hole issue of why aren't the winning side double tapping all the people left injured here, because MHA really does love to do sometimes deathless fights. But I would say, no, we've already reached that quota by
by a couple people.
By the hundreds or thousands.
Well, right, yes.
Gigantomachia killed many on the rampage here. And then we saw tons of heroes just dead.
Yeah, now some that we... And I love how many of them we didn't even know. Like when there was the fire hair girl, right? The hero she was talking to.
Yeah, we know her from stuff before.
But the driller guy. The driller guy. I don't think we've really seen him
since.
Since
he was introduced.
But clearly they know each other, and she cares about him a lot. But nope. You have the classic the numbers for the quirks don't quite match up, which I've wanted to see for so long, right? Oh, yeah, I have my drill. I do this all the time. I block the thing. Its mouth is only that big. Well, its mouth got bigger, and then it went around the drill and just ate you. And you killed it too. Good job,
But it crunched your spine.
You're dead, right? Like, that was delightful. In a very dark way.
Right. I think it's just the thing that we have, followed MHA for so long now, that when we get into these very scary situations with villains that we take rather seriously, if the combat and the fighting itself doesn't seem to take the quirks that both sides have rather seriously, it undermines the threat that these villains, represent. And so Shigaraki also disintegrating half a city or all of a city, and then also just absolutely murking in multiple ways many of the heroes. And so if this is just the heroes are out of commission for weeks,
right?
Then what do the villains? It's not about whether the villains go around and try to double tap at this point. It's what does All for One want? Well, obviously he'd probably want to be free right now. So I think at this point, the scariest thing is there's no crack team of heroes that can go and fight him off.
Nope.
So, this is just who recovers faster or who has enough reinforcements here. And I don't think there's enough hero reinforcements even on the list of people that we could bring up out of here. I mean, I'm obviously always ready to bring Edgeshot back in and see how he does against All for One, but I also don't want Edgeshot's quirk to get taken.
Right, exactly. But it's the Edgeshot goes up All for One's ass, right?
Exactly. That's always on the table.
Yep.
But I mean, he still has to physically reach him. So again, and then range quirks are busted, and
Yep. But then also they did that little thing where they're like, hey, well, MHA doesn't generally kill people. Midnight was in a bad place.
Yeah, there's a lot of heroes that they went back over and saw the body of to be like, see, they're okay, but they're unconscious.
They're badly hurt. But then Midnight,
No, there's blood and just her mask. So
yeah.
I think what I'm really excited for is just the moment, like 5 episodes from now, where they're still finding out about people that never made it back alive. And it's just the thing where the kids are like, oh, so we'll have a conversation with Aizawa, Midnight, and and it's just a couple other people, and they're like, Midnight's gone. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, she's
right.
She never made it back.
Yep.
And it's just like, no fanfare, no nothing. It's just
they died.
They died.
Right. Like it feels very Marco season 1 Attack on Titan, where it's just like people just die off screen because of course they would. It's a war, right? Like
there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people involved in this.
Yep. And this is what would happen if you had 2 armies with quirks fighting each other.
Yeah, not to talk about just the fact that heroes killed villains by the dozens at least in this fight here.
Yeah, not all of them were Nomus. Nomus were the smaller portion of the force at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the part where Semblance just went and just took a building out?
I'm sure that whole chunk of the building, there was no one there, and there was no one in the range of the debris or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, some people just might have gotten overloaded with Kaminari's, electric quirk as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Or we're just paralyzed from there to the point where then when stuff happened around them, they just weren't able to defend themselves and had their heads crushed.
That would be the really dark part. All those people that you sunk into the ground, to take them alive and everything. But when shit's exploding,
oh yeah, you knock them out with mushrooms or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, technical damage.
Right, exactly. Auto fail deck saves. Melee stuff is an auto crit. Like just
humans are squishy meat sacks. And
exactly.
We need our fluids in there. So
and that's probably one of my favorite bits about the idea that Midnight might be dead is that she got hit by something that. Let's be real, I want more instances like that where somebody that just has a quirk, but it's not a physically enhancing quirk. They just take basic bludgeoning damage and they're done.
From 70 feet.
Yeah. Well, and not just the falling, but the debris that was thrown at her, right? Like it's just, that happens.
Yeah.
You're that's it, right? Like, at the very least, you're out of the fight.
Yeah, and now Shigaraki, all for one, Fusion here has no one really to stop him, so how many more people are going to die? Or how many people are going to immediately throw up their hands and just be like,
okay, God King.
We give.
Yep.
I am excited and terrified for the shape of Japan and what it'll look like in this world 3 to 5 episodes from now.
Yep.
I think that's where things are going to go crazy. They definitely have some hints of things in the ED now that, kind of looking at this battle as a hero loss in context, where it definitely feels like the heroes are kind of like looking kind of back of like, oh, like what did we lose in the process of this? Because I could also see this being a thing where it's okay, heroes have failed us. We're going to now, start taking things a little bit more extreme, and the government, releases its secret project where they're like, we've been mass manufacturing these dart bullets and stuff like that.
Sure.
And we are going to start, basically culling anyone that seems to be a problematic quirk user. Like
what I would love to see personally, and I know, we harp on this a little bit, but Tartarus is way out at sea, and I believe it's just to contain All for One.
Yeah, it's like All for One is definitely there, but I definitely think it's big enough to have other people there for sure. Yeah,
just put a nuke under it, and then wait for Shigaraki to come there. And if he does, well, okay, they would be about to get out anyways.
Yeah. Just does Japan have nukes though? Because I think there's this kind of this war that happened where they were forced to demilitarize. You.
Yeah, if there was any country in the world that wouldn't have nukes, it would probably be Japan.
Typical American, just saying things that don't make sense.
Hey, I'm just saying, when you have situations like this, right? All the quirks that people have in this world, that nukes tend to still be more destructive.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
I flatter myself sometimes.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, having Compress go out like this, he's not dead yet, but having the sacrifices of the League of Villains be there to give each other the chance, only to have All for One steal it out from under them. I feel for them as individuals, as characters.
Yeah.
Because while they're all just human, the idea that they each came to this little family with goals that don't line up really, and still found a way to pull something together out of it, I feel like is a really sad twist on the idea of the villain squad being something where no, they never really fully formed, and yet each of them many of them made sacrifices for the unit that they believed it could be if Shigaraki was able to continue his goal. And then at his moment, All for One steals it out from under them, has used them all. And then the way in which All for One said Spinner's name in the most like callous, cold, lacking in any kind of human feeling or empathy way.
Just from that, he was able to tell, like, wait, who are you?
Right. Yeah. But also just the betrayal that must feel for him, who worked so hard and sacrificed his body and
put the hand
life
on
potentially
him.
to try and do this, and then have it immediately come back like that. I love it. It's fucked up, and I love it. So, that's MHA get more fucked up. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play on Twitch. If any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.